Now, hand wraps are the essential boxing, Muay Thai, or MMA accessory. And by now, you have probably seen your fair share of hand wrapping tutorials here on YouTube. But has anyone actually explained to you why you should really wear hand wraps in the first place?
Why?
You're probably asking yourself, why do I even need to know? Now, hand wraps obviously protect your hands underneath your boxing gloves. But there are actually a few other reasons why you should wear them, not once, not twice, but every single time you decide to train. And the first one may actually surprise you. Hand wraps, if you weren't aware, are actually a miniature cloth form of a high interest long-term savings account. And by that, I mean they're kind of like that. Because the number one job of a hand wrap, in my opinion, is actually to help keep sweat and moisture away from your boxing glove. The hand wrap, if you think about it, is actually the first line of defense between your hands and your beautiful gloves. And no matter how much you were to spend on said boxing gloves, no amounts of leather or foams or sweet inner liners or gross amount of marketing is going to do enough to stop your boxing gloves from deteriorating from sweat. So before you decide to rock up to a gym with just a set of nasty gloves and bare knuckles, don't forget that that is the main reason why you're probably churning through so much money. So if you're actually looking to save a ton of money, especially those of you training over in Thailand, get yourself a pair of hand wraps for every single day of the week that you are going to train. And yes, you can thank me later. And the second reason for using hand wraps every single time you train is these can actually help with filling out your boxing gloves. Muay Thai gloves, for example, are a very well-known glove to have a very spacious hand capsule. So having a pair of hand wraps underneath can help to fill that void, which all in all means you'll have a more compact glove, more of a streamlined fit, and a really comfortable experience. And that can also be said for gloves that are coming close to retirement. As foams start to deteriorate, it is a really good idea to wear hand wraps underneath in order to fill out some of that bulk that may start to be missing. But that's not all, my friends. Reason number 3 for wearing hand wraps is you can utilize hand wraps to add additional knuckle padding to the inside of your boxing gloves. And whether you have a 4-meter hand wrap or a 5-meter hand wrap, adding a little bit more bulk over the knuckles when you're wrapping up just assists with a little bit more shock absorption when you're hitting the bag or hitting pads. Additionally, gel knuckle padding is a great way to supplement getting yourself a new pair of gloves if they're only worn down a little bit, as a lot of gel padding are notoriously known for lowering that shock absorption. So if you want to lower your risk of injury and not have to spend hundreds on a new pair of boxing gloves, maybe go down the gel pad route. And of course, the final reason to wear hand wraps is of course for joint stability and support. A lot of people in the boxing world will say that hand wraps provide protection, but I think that word is chucked around way too often. The right terminology in my mind is they provide support and stability for the wrist and all of your joints. Protection, in my opinion, is a better way to describe a boxing glove because this is what's going to do a lot of the hard work in order to stop that shock absorption on a bag or on a person's face coming back into your body. Whereas getting the hand wrap right assists in support and stabilizing your fist inside of your boxing glove. And doing this effectively by checking out the tutorial I made can provide a more ergonomic wrist, can provide less possibility of your wrist bending or flexing, and overall lowering your risk of potential injury. So I hope this has been a good lesson for you fighters and hobbyists out there alike. I sincerely hope you put this information into practice and tell everyone about it that you see at your gym. But in case I missed anything, make sure you leave a comment down below so you can let people know exactly what hand wraps are also for. And if this video helped you at all, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I would hugely appreciate it. And if you're bored, don't forget to look at one of my other reviews or tutorials or other videos. And lastly, don't forget to think of me when you chuck on your hand wraps next. So see you guys for another video real soon.